Hello everyone, hope you guys are doing well. This is another update video by my channel called Passive Income Platform. Today is Sunday, June the 18th, 2023. Before we get started, I just want to remind all of you, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not a financial advice and I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just a dude on YouTube showing you guys how I am cranking out that crypto in many different platforms. Nothing more and nothing less. Now, if you like this content, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here on my channel called Passive Income Platforms, just make sure that you hit the notification bell as well. Always remember to invest as much as you can afford to lose. And as a disclaimer, nothing on my channel is a financial advice nor the legal advice. It's just for educational and entertainment purposes only. I'm so excited to hear from Mr. Kojo, the blockchain Kojo. He's a very knowledgeable person about the blockchain, and he's talking about the updates, the most recent announcement and updates, and the new ecosystem for FINTOCH and the updates. What's going on in Japan today? They had a big event, June 18, 2023. So he's gonna talk about the update and the most recent news. I guess Sassy would be on the call too. I respect both of them. They are taking the leadership to the next step. I really enjoy being part of their team. So tonight, in about 7 more minutes, we will be having a Zoom meeting with them. Let's hear from them directly and see what the new announcements are. Stay tuned, please.
Special, and to all the women that are supporting us behind us, we want to say thank you for also being there for us. We all know we have a lot of amazing ladies in our team that do a great job leading the teams, and you ladies are taking father roles as well with your team, so we appreciate every one of you. But most especially to all the fathers out here, just want to say thank you, right? Thank you all. We appreciate everyone for coming on. So we're going to get started with today's call. And we've all heard about the new exciting things and all the different things that have come up. So today we feel it's more of a training call just to get everyone informed and in tune, because we all know there are so many new aspects to this project. And what we want to do today is to just find a way to come to a common ground to really just get into the facts, right? Get into the basics, understanding the basics in a way that we are all able to leverage it and able to understand what we have in front of us today. I also just want to say shout out to all my co-hosts that are on here today. So without further ado, I'm going to let Sarah Julian start it off, get the ground running, and then I'm going to go in and start the presentation. She's going to come in and actually show us some basic how-tos as far as using the technology we have in front of us and some of the new applications that have been added as well. So without any further ado, Sarah Julian, CEO of Cashflow Society, if you're on the call, just want to say thank you and get the party started. And from there, we would be able to start this training call. Thank you.
Please have your pen and paper ready as they talk.
Absolutely. Good night to everybody on the call. It's such a wonderful thing to be back on with you guys again. Of course, we want to wish all of the dads happy
This meeting is being recorded.
Day. Happy Father's Day to all of the fathers, on this call, even watching this video after this call is finished, right? Happy Father's Day. You guys are rock stars, showing up for your children, just growing them and molding the youth of tomorrow. You should be so proud of yourself. Not many men do that. And if you are counted as one of those who do, I'm here to tell you that you are a rock star. But of course, guys, we have been, going through getting everything moving, so many new and exciting things inside of FinTouch right now that, we can all make money on. And of course, today we want to take the time out to really break down everything, show you how to, set up everything from start to finish in order to get yourself, number one, activated, number two, earning rewards from the compensation plan for those of you who are on this call and you are builders or you had a team before, and of course you want to get your team started, right? So we're going to show you exactly how to do this from the beginning to end. But of course, before we go into that, we need to feel the energy in the room. We need to feel your pulse. If you are having an amazing weekend, if you're excited about what is about to come with FinTouch, drop some fire emojis in the chat. We want to see the chat burning up. We want to see the fire. We want to feel the energy, because on this energy, this is what keeps us going. This is what keeps us motivated. This is what keeps us coming back every single time. I want to see some fires in the chat. Let's see your strength, Cash Rich Society, right? We want to feel your energy, because it is about to be on, guys. And when I say that it is about to be on, what we are about to see inside of FinTouch will surpass what we have seen before. If you was excited with what we had before, you are about to get so much more excited now, guys, when you see just how many ways you can earn inside of FinTouch. This is going to completely change your finances forever. So without further ado, thank you for the love, my family. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen on my phone. Kojo, could you make my other profile a co-host, please? Let me know. Okay, great. All right. Okay, guys, so we want to start this from the beginning, okay? We want to literally start this out from the top, because a lot of people have been asking questions in the chat, right? Because they don't understand the steps that they should take. So we're going to start this off from the top. I actually created a wallet just for this. And the only thing I did was I put in there some USDT, BP20, and some BNB for gas fees, okay? So if you look on my screen right now, I'm inside of the FinTouch wallet, okay? So the first things first, in order to be an active member of FinTouch, you need to have at least 0.1 FTC FIN, F-I-N, in your wallet, being held in your wallet at all times. So at no time should you not have at least the minimum of 0.1 FTC FIN. Now, in this wallet, as you can see, I don't have any FTC FIN. So I'm going to go ahead and buy some FTC on PancakeSwap exchange inside of FinTouch, and I'm going to activate that. And then I'm going to go over and add liquidity to the pool. So I'm going to activate the passive part, right, just to keep me active. And then I'm going to activate the liquidity pool. Now, activating the liquidity pool, that is optional, but that is going to get you on the road to making money with FinTouch. That area is completely decentralized. It is inside of PancakeSwap. Your money is not with FinTouch at any time. It is in PancakeSwap in the liquidity pool. Okay, and Kojo will go through, specifics and breakdowns and explanations of certain, wordings and stuff, but let's just go through the tutorial here. So I don't have FTC FIN, so I'm gonna go over to swap trading over here, all right? So if you notice, I have, again, USDT BP20 and BNB in my wallet, which is what I need to buy FTC, okay? I'm gonna go over here. Now, as you can see, FTC has automatically populated in this wallet here, okay? Let me just double check the connection, right? So I'm gonna disconnect this and then I'm going to reconnect it just to make sure, because this is inside of FinTouch. So this means that it is the injected wallet, right? So when the options come up, it is the injected wallet. Now FTC is here already. Now we want to buy some FTC. So I'm going to, what did I just do? Okay, let me just change it back. I'm gonna come back over here. I'm gonna use USDT to now buy FTC. Let's see if it comes up. All right, it comes up. All right. And let me just double check the contract address because 2 of them came up here. I just want to double check this. It's always, it's always very important to double check the address. So I'm just gonna paste the address that I just got here. So no, this is the wrong one. This is not the one that I want, right? I'm just gonna copy it from here where I had it on my notepad to make sure I have the correct one. Come back over here. I'm gonna swap this. I'm just going to paste in the contract address by giving it a long press. Paste, right? Okay, so the one that's populated now is the correct one. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, so we have that. Now we want to buy some FTC. Okay, so we need at least a 0.1 of FTC for the to activate the FinTouch wallet. Okay, so I'm going to buy $100 worth, which is 0.25 FTC. Okay, now I'm going to click on enable USDT. It's asking me now to authorize. I'm going to confirm. All right, now I'm just going to pause my sharing to put my password in. Okay, there we go. All right, so I just enabled USD. Now I'm going to click swap. All right, it's telling me that the price has been updated. I guess, FTC is moving up, the price is increasing. So I'm gonna say accept. I'm gonna say confirm swap, right? Gonna click on next step. It's asking me to enter my password again. So I'm just going to pause to do that real quick.
Yeah, actually, I think the Zoom doesn't allow us to see the password.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and I'm back here now. All right. So it says add FTC to wallet. Of course, I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to click close. Okay. All right. Let me go back over to my FinTouch wallet now. And one thing that I noticed, guys, and don't get too worried about it. One thing that I noticed is that when you buy the FTC BEP20, for some reason, it does not show up in the FinTouch wallet. But if you go to PancakeSwap, it will show that you actually have the points. Okay, yeah. So it seems it didn't go through the first time, so I'm gonna confirm again.
Also, just check the slippage, right, to be sure. I think it's on 0.5. Maybe you have to change the slippage to maybe like 8%.
I usually have it.
Okay.
I usually just have it like 2025. So let me do that again. Good looking out. Right, next step. Okay. So let me just put in the password real quick. Alrighty. Okay, so it says transaction successful. Okay, transaction is now successful. So if you look right here now, you see that my FTC balance says that I have 0.25498 FTC, and now I have 101 USDT. Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to my FinTouch wallet. Just as I said before, guys, for some reason the FTC main doesn't reflect, but it is there. Okay, so
yeah,
we're gonna
FTC BP20. You have to add it to the list of.
Oh yeah, here it is. Here it is. Thanks. All right. So we have the FTC BP20. We are now going to swap this over to FTC Fin. Okay, so we're gonna now use this swap option. Okay, so we're coming over here and we want to swap FTC BP20 for FTC Fin. So it's going to be the opposite, right? So we're going to use this little arrow here in the middle to just swap the two. Now my FTC BP20 is at the top and my FTC Fin is at the bottom. Okay, so I need 0.1 FTC Fin to activate my account. So I'm going to put in 0.1 here, and it's telling me that I'm going to get 0.1 FTC Fin. I'm going to click on local wallet. It then populates my wallet address automatically, so I don't have to go searching for that. And I'm going to click confirm, right? Let me put in my password real quick. Okay, so transaction has been broadcasted. We see the transaction down here, right here, right? We see the transaction. Let's just take a look. All right, so it's pending currently, okay? All right, so that is pending. Whilst that is pending, the next step to get us successfully activated, especially if you are a builder, is to add liquidity to the liquidity pool. So the minimum you need for this is 0.1 FTC, okay? 0.1 FTC, which we already have in this wallet. All right, so we're going to now import, or I should say export, this FinTouch wallet to our Trust wallet, as we are not able to actually add liquidity to the pool from inside of the FinTouch wallet. Okay, so of course, when you got started, when you created your wallet, you had a backup phrase. All right, so what we're gonna do is go over to Trust wallet, right? And we are going to create a new wallet by clicking the plus sign on the top right here. Okay, so this, if you already had a Trust wallet, this is how you do it. If you did not have a Trust wallet, then you would download Trust wallet, click the option that says import a new wallet, or I already have a wallet. It will say anything like that. I already have a wallet. You would choose a multi-coin wallet, right? So here, if you look, This is what it looks like. I'm gonna click on I already have a wallet, right? I already have a wallet. And then I'm choosing multi-coin. And now I'm going to import. So this is where you're going to take your 12-word phrase. So on your screen right now, you're gonna probably see a blank screen because I'm on that page. But basically the 12-word phrase you were given when you opened your FinTOCH wallet, you're going to now put this phrase, these 12 words here with spaces between each single word. So I'm gonna quickly grab my words, right, for this dummy account. Okay. Okay, here we go. LS. So I'm just putting in the phrase.
Stop sharing, Sassy. Don't share anymore.
Why?
Your phrased words.
Yeah, it's a dummy wallet. It's a dummy
Okay,
wallet.
cool.
So it's okay. Okay, here we go. Trigger budget. Okay, there we go. So now we're importing the wallet. Okay. All right, guys. So now, of course, this is what our wallet will look like when we first come in. We want to make sure to turn on our USDTs and also to add the FTC to our wallet. Okay, so we're gonna go back and grab the FTC address again. Copy this, come back over here. And we are now going to click on this area above this icon right here, right? And first we're going to add our USDTs. So I like to add all three of the USDTs. I like to add ERC, TRC, and then of course BEP20, right? Then we're going to add the FTC. So we're going to click on the plus button here. And we're going to change the network from Ethereum to Binance Smart Chain, which is very important. Everything we are doing is on the Binance Smart Chain. Okay, and then we're going to click paste. So as you can see, the FTC information has auto-populated. Then we're going to click save. Okay, so boom, as you can see, it's showing me that I have 0.1 1549 FTC here. Okay, so we're gonna go back. Right. Okay. All right. So we got BNB, we got USDT, and we have our FTC. So now we're wanting to now add liquidity to the pool. So we're going to go over to browser, and we're going to scroll down. Usually under the DeFi area, you will see PancakeSwap right here. Okay. So we're gonna click on PancakeSwap. And we are now going to choose liquidity here. Okay. Now when we click on liquidity, we're gonna scroll down and click add liquidity.
Don't forget to connect wallets first.
Yes, right of course. Someone's phone is right. So we're gonna click on connect. This time we're gonna use Trust Wallet since we're inside of the Trust Wallet, and then we're going to choose BNB Smart Chain, right? It is this logo with the black and yellow. I'm gonna click connect. All right, so now that we're connected, we're going to click on add liquidity. Okay. All right, nice. So we want to specifically add liquidity to the V2 pool. This is very important, right? On this page, you're seeing V3 LP here, but this is not what we want, okay? We want the V2. This is how it's going to actually reflect in your back office is by using this particular pool. So we're gonna click more, right? And then we're going to click add V2 liquidity, okay? Now we want to add V2 liquidity to the FTC plus USDT pair. This is the pair that we are trading. So we're gonna click here, right? And we're going to choose the FTC. So we're gonna type in FTC, right? It's this one that we have the 0.155. Then we're going to change cake to USDT. We're gonna choose USDT, okay? Now, of course, we have to make sure to double check because after you put it in, it still comes back and says V3, but we don't want it in V3. We want it in V2. So we're gonna click the more button again and click add V2 liquidity. It's right here. All right, so now it says V2 LP 0.25 feet here. Once it says that, you know that you are in the correct space, okay? All right, so now we want to add liquidity. So I want to add all of what we had here, the 0.15498. So that translates to $60.84. And then I need to have the matching of USDT, which is shown here as $61. So what we want to do next is enable FTC and also enable USDT. We're going to click on enable FTC, right? Here we're going to click confirm. All right, now that is being enabled. We're going to click enable USDT. We're going to click confirm. All right, there we go. So they are both enabling. We're going to wait for that to complete. All right, so that is now completed. So FTC is now enabled. USDT is also enabled. Okay, now we're gonna click add. It's gonna do a smart contract call. We're gonna click approve, right? And as you can see, transaction receipt here, boom, so this transaction has gone through. Now, sometimes the LP token comes up and sometimes it does not. So as you can see in this case, it did not come up for me. So I will have to add it manually. I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Let's first hit the back button here and scroll down. Now you can see our liquidity has been added, right? Here it is. So if we click on it and or just open it up, you'll see that I've now just added $122.11 in liquidity, right? And my APR is, hold up, let me refresh this. Here we go. All right, yeah. So and my APR is 44.27%, right? My share in the pool is this percentage at the bottom here, the 0.0039. So now, of course, the more liquidity you add, the higher the percentage of your APR, and APR means yearly yield. Okay, so just by adding liquidity to the coin, you do two things. Number one, of course, you are earning a percentage on that liquidity that you have provided to the coin every single day. This is money, right? A percentage of your investment, whatever you've put in the liquidity pool. Number two, you are also supporting the coin. You're giving it a stable foundation for it to continue to grow, for it to continue to grow in value, go up, and of course, make everybody some money, right? Now, to understand what your daily would be like, you would basically divide the 44.26% or whatever percentage you get based on whatever amount that you put into the pool. You would divide it by 365 days. So in this case, on this $122.11, let's just take a look at what that might look like, right? Let's see what that might look like. So let's pull up the calculator. All right, and it was how much? 122. So 122.11 divided by, no, sorry. That would be 44.26 divided by 365 days. That means on that $100, I'm earning 0.121 on that $100 every single day just by adding liquidity to the pool. Okay, and the great thing about this is that, of course, the great thing about this is that you are able to remove the liquidity at any time. So if, for example, you had $5,000 in there in liquidity and you want it right now, you can literally just go in there and remove it. So I'm going to show you how to remove it as well. Okay, so let's go back to Pancake. All right, now before I show you how to remove it, I'm going to show you how to add the LP token to your wallet. Okay, the LP token is like a receipt that shows that you have added liquidity to the pool successfully. Okay, now because this is a smart contract call and the coin that is used for gas fees is BNB, I would go to BNB. So as you can see here, guys, you see this transaction on my screen here that says smart contract call, right? So this is me adding liquidity. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the smart contract call. I'm going to then click on more details. It's going to take me to the Binance scan, okay, BSC scan, okay? So I'm gonna scroll down here, and as you can see, one of the options here is Pancake LPS, right? So I can grab any one of those. It doesn't matter which one. It's the same one because we did 2 coins, so it's gonna show twice, right? So I'm going to click on Pancake LPS, and then I'm just going to grab the contract number here. Okay. So I'm going to click the copy button. So that's copied. I'm now going to go back to my wallet, click on here, custom token area where I can add custom tokens. I'm going to click on the plus button on the top right. And I'm going to change the network to BNB Smart Chain. I'm going to click paste. As you can see here, it says name Pancake LPS, KKLP. Going to click save. And boom, there it is. So here is now my LP token showing that I have 1.1026 LP tokens. This is my receipt of adding liquidity to the pool. Now let's go back over to FinTOch and see what it says about my liquidity. So let's click on profit. Now, as you can see, I now have total personal liquidity here of $122.53. Okay, guys, easy peasy. So now you have added your liquidity successfully to the pool. Now let's just go check on our wallet. Now, as you can see, our FTC fin that we did earlier, it is now in our wallet. So now, number one, our wallet is successfully activated. Number two, our team rewards and earnings are now successfully activated as we have added liquidity to the pool. Now, if for any kind of reason you would want to remove liquidity from the pool, this is how you do it. So we're gonna go back over to Trust Wallet and go back to our browser, Pancake Swap again. So here's the liquidity. As you can see, it opened up here, right? Now let me just go back just in case you're coming out of this or coming back to this for the first time, right? We want to go to just a regular Pancake Swap. Okay, so here is your LP token here, or where it shows your liquidity that you've added. Click on that and then click on remove. Right? Let's say I want to remove all of it. I click on max. Right? Scroll down, enable. I'm going to sign this transaction. Enter my passcode. There we go. And now I click on remove, confirm, right? Hold on. What is this? Why is this asking me about Ethereum? Hold on. Let me go back here. Yeah, we're on BNB. All right. Let's click enable, sign. Now we're going to remove, confirm. This is weird. Why is this asking me for Ethereum? Guys, hold on a second. Please let me just plug in my computer real quick. All right, so this is asking for Ethereum for network fees. All right, so let me just send a couple of Ethereum here. I'm just gonna stop sharing my screen for a second, guys, whilst I do that. Send it from a different wallet. I think this should be enough. Confirm. Alrighty. Just come back over here. Okay, It's arrived. Nice. That was nice and fast. Let me come back over here and share my screen once again. Okay, let's get back over to Trust Wallet. Browser, go back to PancakeSwap. We're gonna connect using Trust Wallet, BNB Smart Chain. Connect. All right, now we're gonna click on liquidity at the top. Here is our proof of liquidity here where we added it. We're gonna click on remove, gonna hit max, enable, sign. Now we're gonna click remove, confirm, approve, and that's it, okay? Boom.
Excuse me, Sassy. I believe on what happened, it defaulted back to the Ethereum network on the actual Trust Wallet.
Yes. All right, so we're gonna go back over to the Trust Wallet and refresh. And as you can see now, my money is back in my wallet. Okay, so guys, this is literally very simple. If you want to take out your money at any time, you just go back to PancakeSwap and you remove, right? You go to your liquidity, you remove just like how we just did. And as you can see, the money is now back in your wallet, okay? Guys, so it's simple as that to add liquidity. And of course, as you can see, this is real time because if I go back, you see it here, it's now reflected in my wallet. And if I click on profit, my total personal liquidity is back to zero, see? So this is in real time. As soon as you do it, it reflects in the back office, okay? So it's all connected. All right. So guys, this is how you activate your FinTouch account and also how you add and remove liquidity from the pool. So we are going to go ahead and Kojo, do you want to cover some stuff before we take some questions, or do you want to take some questions now and then we move over to
okay, so real quick, we'll take 3 to 5 questions on the providing of liquidity inside of PancakeSwap, right? So I see some hands already up, so we're going to take just about 3 or 5 questions, and that will be all, and then we'll proceed to the next chapter, which is to really understand the gravity of the entire economics behind what FinTocch has created and what we should be looking at in the next couple of months to come, even the next couple of days to come as well. Excellent job, Sassy. We really appreciate you. I know it's Father's Day. You could be doing anything right now, but you came to join us, so really appreciate you.
This meeting is being recorded.
Everyone just want to say welcome. So the reason why we had that training was just so we can answer all the questions as to how to provide liquidity. Now, what is the reason for providing liquidity? What is it all about? We're going to discuss all these things. But first, we also want to cover the basics. What do we have from FinTocch? What do we have from the beginning? Our notes, right? So let me quickly share my screen and do this. And then we'll cover everything from there. So let me start. So this is CoinMarketCap, right? So when you come to CoinMarketCap, you're able to track all types of cryptocurrencies, and you are able to track the data on FinTocch. So here you can see that FTC, right? Always remember the contract address ends in 70EC7. Always make sure you're seeing EC7, 70EC7. That's how you know you're looking at the right contract address. The current price of FTC is at $389. Let me refresh this page. $389.58. It's up 11% today. Meaning that if someone had bought it a few hours ago, they would have made 11% today in profits if they were just to arbitrage the cryptocurrency called FTC. This is what we have in front of us, people, right? $1,000 last night, waking up today, would have made $100 profit and you didn't have to do anything. So we understand that there was a transition, a migration, but now this migration is actually paying everyone in the FinTocch ecosystem. When we started, the liquidity was nearly hundreds of dollars when they launched the coin before FinTocch, the company, actually injected liquidity into this cryptocurrency. Currently, we have over $30 million sitting in liquidity, meaning that money you can sell and take out inside of a coin that only launched about 5 days ago. The transaction volume in the last 24 hours is well over $6 million for a cryptocurrency that just came out days ago. The number of people holding FTC on the Binance blockchain, BEP20, is well over 56,800 wallets. What does this tell you? This cryptocurrency has outperformed majority of cryptocurrencies even within their 1 year span, and they have done this in days. What is going to happen to FTC in the next couple of months? How many crypto traders around the world who actually focus on the numbers are looking at this project right now? Because these kind of numbers are astronomical in the crypto space. Many projects hope to have 10,000 wallets in their first month, right? Now, we have so far 15.3 million pooled. What does this mean? This is money that has been put inside of the liquidity pool in the last couple of days. Since the 6/12, 15 million in 7 days has been locked in the liquidity. This is stabilizing the price, and this is growing by the minute. Think about this. Every day, people are adding liquidity to earn from the transaction fees. That's what we are doing. We are adding liquidity onto PancakeSwap in order to earn from all the buy and sell transactions that go on FTC every single day. So when someone buys, when someone sells, every single transaction, buy or sell, there are fees being generated, and all the people that are providing liquidity are sharing in the profit pool. So FinTocch has created a second stream of income outside of the nodes. We're going to speak about the third stream, right? Which is the ability to create another passive income from building a community who also provides liquidity. So far, 39,300 coins of FTC have been pooled. This is the number of coins available for traders to trade. I'll show you in our mining node wallets how many coins have been mined so far, but only a limited supply of 39,000 coins. The goal, I believe, with FinTocch by the end of the year is to have at least 6 million coins in circulation, and it's all going to come from the mining. Even though the supply is 840 million coins, this is how limited the amount of coins available for traders outside of FinTocch can have access to. So this price will keep going up the more there is buy pressure. Now let's come here quickly to look at the chart just to understand something. I'm not a chart guy, I'm not a financial advisor, but I just want to look at the number of buys versus the number of sells. First, let's look at the performance. It was low as low as maybe $290, right? hours ago. It has been steadily climbing, steadily climbing, steadily climbing. And I believe we're going here and going here, right? And even higher. FTC hit an all-time high in the last couple of hours, I think maybe 2-3 days ago, $1,285. You see, this coin, this baby of a coin we call FTC is not a plaything. This coin is on its way to $10,000, but it's gonna take time. But has it already crossed 1,000? Yes, it has. Meaning that whatever happens is a cycle when it comes to crypto. It will repeat this cycle. Our goal is to get as many of the people in our community in now to provide liquidity. Because from here all the way to here, there will be so many transaction fees. I'm talking about thousands, if not millions, in fees. And you get to earn from all of that. Instead of holding FTC, maybe you're mining and you have FTC, instead of just holding it, you can bring it in here and generate passive income, right? Also, we all know we need to hold 0.1 in our wallets to be active. Today, 0.1 is about 39 bucks. Why not buy it now when it's only 39 bucks, when you can buy it tomorrow at $128? I would rather buy it now for $39 than to wait and get 0.1 FTC, $428. In crypto, they say timing is everything. We have a cryptocurrency where you can check the records, you can look at the scans, you can look at all these safety protocols, right? So somebody says, well, is FINTOCH even safe? Is this coin even something that is safe? Well, let's look at some of the safety scans or checks that are behind this cryptocurrency, right? Now, once again, nothing here is a validation of anything, but it's a way to understand what we have, right? What we have in front of us. Owner cannot change the balance. No hidden owner. Everything is transparent on the blockchain. Creator moved ownership to owner, transferred access to the DEX. PancakeSwap holds 15.3 million. Everything else is just sitting inside of the pool and no one is controlling access to this. This is what we have. No honeypot. There's no backdoor wallet. No person can come and drain the wallet. They literally have to buy coins and sell or mine coins and sell. This is what we have, right? This is what we have. So the next thing we want to go to is to just quickly understand what we are able to do from the node perspective, right? So I'm going to go and share my screen, and then we'll look at one of our team wallets. As you know, Cash Rich Society, we literally created well over 8 to 10 nodes. Each node, to create a node or to create the deposit to create a node, cost well over about $100,000, right? And Cash Rich Society, our beautiful community, we created at least 10 nodes, at least, right? So that's over $1 million in deposits to create. And between our community, we closed out all those nodes. That's over $10 million. So the question is, why the excitement? Why the nodes? Why is it important to have these nodes? What are they doing for me? You know, I talk to a lot of leaders, a lot of teams, a lot of investors, a lot of individuals, and everyone says, well, you know, I don't like the idea that we receive the vouchers. Look, no one here is ever going to defend any company. We all didn't like the idea in the beginning when they transitioned us from lending and borrowing. and introduce us to the idea that our vouchers. So let me go into one of my wallets. Right. That the idea of our vouchers went into nodes. So now here, as you can see, this particular account that I have has two things we want to look at. Under user assets, right? This is under profit. I have a node voucher balance of $334. This is a voucher I had that I did not use. If you have any money in vouchers sitting in your node voucher balance as of today, I'm sorry to inform you, there is nothing you can do with those vouchers. You missed the cutoff point. It was days ago. June 6th is when it ended. There was announcements made inside of the app, and I will show you. Right inside of the app. For every investor, it is your own duty to check on your investment. I was talking to one of our partners. She had a friend, and I said, look, let me put out a simple example. Let's say you're raising hens, chickens, right? And you don't even understand the business, and maybe you have someone helping. The least I believe you're gonna do is, even if you come back from your 9 to 5, is you're gonna check if the chickens are alive, right or wrong, right? Right or wrong. If you agree with me, just drop a yes in the chat. The least you're gonna do is just check if your chickens are alive, right? As an investor. So meaning that everyone should at least be coming into their wallets just once a day for just 30 seconds. Or what's going on? Blah, blah. Okay, I'm good. That's it, right? So we had over 10,000 nodes were sold. That's about $10 billion in equity that has come into FinTocch. Part of it was already the money from lending and borrowing, profits and capital, combined with whoever wanted to come in and grab these nodes before they ran out. And also FinTocch, the company, bought out the remaining nodes. Whatever was left at the time, a couple of hundreds, they bought it all out. So they also own nodes. Right? So now, if you look on the right-hand side, on the user assets, we have FTC eco investment amount. I have $4,328.48 over here. This here section represents the vouchers that were paid back to me on this wallet from money I had in lending and borrowing, maybe capital plus profits. So if you see anything inside of your eco investment, this is money FinTocch has guaranteed they are paying back every investor who was in the lending and borrowing. At the completion of their ecosystem, we are getting this back. We're getting this money back, cash in our hands. And I'm not saying this because I heard it from a special place. We're going to go into the announcements. How do you find the announcements? Under the banners, there is a tiny speaker with words that keep changing, important announcement, and it changes, important announcement. Just click on the 3 lines in the corner, right? And then it pops up all the announcements that FinTocch releases, right? So we are going to the 3rd announcement that says FTC Financial Public Chain Eco Development Plan, right? Eco Development Plan and Measures. You want to click on that. Then you're going to scroll down to number 4, right? And then it says somewhere in the middle, you can use these cash vouchers for the subscription of FinChain nodes. That is the nodes running on the FinTocch layer 2 FinChain. They have their main chain and their layer 2 FinChain, 10,000 nodes. once the FTC public chain is launched, you will be eligible for FTC mining, right? And receive more rewards. This is money that you're going to be making in the form of coins every day. So all of you who subscribe, congratulations. We are on to something big, right? After the completion of the entire FTC ecosystem construction, your invested capital in the FTC public chain ecosystem will be fully refunded. So you can see this is an official statement coming from FINTOCH. So if by some reason you did not use your vouchers, you haven't lost, you just have to be willing to wait, because that is your duty, your responsibility, because you had the choice to earn from the nodes and chose not to for some reason. But it's not a blame game. It's just you had a reason. That means you should be at least willing to wait, right? And you receive an annualized return of 20 to 300% generated by the FTC public chain ecosystem. That's telling you that there will be a lending and borrowing system where there will be gains coming out. We know lending and borrowing is coming out first to last week of July, waiting for a confirmation, right? So now we leave this part. Now let's come to the nodes. So we go back to profit. And then at the top, you're going to see where it says my mining. Then also in the middle, you see FTC exchange, right? I'm going to explain these things, right? And all the way at the bottom, yesterday's earnings, right? So as you can see, it's $2,000 mining income calculated. So I'm just going to click on my mining. So here, you're going to see a couple of things. Do not let this confuse you. You're going to keep it really, really simple. In the orange section is talking about the blockchain, right? Now on this blockchain, there's a lot of activity going on, block height and block rewards, right? Block rewards refers to the amount of FTC that has been released for every validator who validates a transaction. 3.5 million FTC at the moment. Now, beneath that, we have released block rewards and unreleased. Released means this is what has been released to the miners, because we know that for the first 180 days, there is a stipulation. Not every single coin mined is being released. This is a strategic reason or a program that FINTOCH has put in order to do mainly about 2 or 3 things. Keep the price of the coin stable and allow for massive growth. And also to limit the supply to create a scarcity that will help grow the price of the coin to their goal of at least $10,000 by the end of the year. One of the FTC coins would be worth $10,000, right? So here in this particular wallet is a creator node, right? That has been created with $100,000 in vouchers. Now this creator node produces about 5.472 FTC per day, right? Now, all this FTC per day has amounted to 67.60 FTC. Now, in dollars, since the 6th, right? Let's say it started on the 7th of June. That will be 12 days. In 12 days, it has generated 67.6 coins at today's price, worth $26,300. So when they say, what is this node about? You tell them it's about money, right? Because it's right there. Now, released mining. This is how much of that total is allowed to be released. A percentage, not everything. Release mining 2.37. so far. Unreleased, still being held in the nodes, 65.24. Every 3 seconds, there's a new block created. It changes. Withdrawn, that's what I've extracted from the nodes into the wallet itself. Undrawn, 0.3648. That is what I'm yet to extract for today. Or maybe even if I leave it for 3 days, 4 days, everything will just keep piling up on undrawn till I withdraw, right? So now let's scroll down. I want to show you something. From day one, the 7th, you can tell that every single day, what is released is different from the day before. Day 1, 0.03. Day 2, 0.06, right? It's just giving you the total every single day, telling you what has been released and unreleased so far. And this is what's being released. They are releasing pieces and pieces and pieces of this every single day, right? But it is based on this very simple principle. Whatever is in the total mining at the time, divided by 180. Whatever is in the total mining the next day, divided by 180. Whatever shows up in the total mining the next day, divided by 180. That is how they have been partially releasing all these FTC. So now I'm going to make a withdrawal. Mining withdrawal. So this is how you withdraw your released mining showing in your undrawn or extracted if you're using an Android, right? So I just hit extract. I'm hoping the password doesn't show the iPhone, right? Okay, good. Submitted successfully. That's it. It's gone. Extract records with a transaction hash on the blockchain of FINTOCH, showing everything, right? Where is it coming from? It's coming from the node wallet, producing coins on the block, right? Let's go back to, and you see my balance. Why is there no dollar value? It's not populated yet, right? So let's continue and go straight to the wallet and let's see if the coins came in. Yes. So we are mining FTC fin coins. Every time you withdraw, it's an FTC fin. But we have 3 types of FTC at the moment: FTC main, FTC fin, and FTC BEP20. What is the difference? FTC BEP20 runs on the Binance blockchain. You need BNB for gas fee to transact that coin. FTC Fin runs on the FINTOCH smart chain, the layer 2, let me put it that way, the Fin chain. This, you need gas fees in FTC, which is FTC Fin. Now we have FTC main. This is the smart contract main chain of FINTOCH. This is where the games, the application, the lending, this is where everything will be built. And this is EVM compatible. It can move between FINTOCH blockchain to Binance blockchain to Ethereum to Polygon. This one can move through everyone's blockchain. It is cross-chain and it starts with 0x, as you can see, just like every address in MetaMask and Trust Wallet. So this is the super nodes. We're going to speak about that later, but that's what we have here. 3 different kind of assets, 1 coin, right? So now, how do you do the swap? Sassy already showed you. You click on swap and you can move between any of these 2 chains, even the 3rd chain, right? Even the 3rd chain. The swap function currently is only working for the FINTOCH blockchain. At the end of this month, FinSwap, FINTOCH's decentralized cross-chain swap, which will accept every blockchain you see here, will be active. At the moment, it is not active. So don't try to cross your BNB for USDT. It's not gonna work. Just focus on swapping your FTC BEP20 to FTC FIN or your FTC FIN for FTC BEP20. So now, if you mine your coins and you want to sell, what do? Remember, you're producing FTC FIN chain, but you want to transfer it into FTC BEP20 so you can take it on PancakeSwap and sell it for USDT. So I'll put in 0.1 as the minimum. So whenever you have 0.1 is when you can swap. So now there goes the thing. People say, well, I only put in maybe $300 in the nodes. I'm not making 0.1. Well, here's what we also have for our team. It doesn't matter how much you produced. If you want to trade it for FTC BEP20, contact any of the admins, because most likely some of us are holding FTC BEP20. We'll just take a fair exchange in value. If you have 0.04, how about I give you 0.04 BEP20, you give me 0.04 FTC FIN. And that way, everyone is happy. I believe many leaders will agree with me that they can do this for people on their teams who are not producing enough FTC FIN in order to swap, right? So this is one thing you already know, Cash for Society. We try to look out for everyone and do what we can, not what we cannot, what we can to make things work, right? So that's how that is done. That talks about the blockchain, the importance. And then once you have that, you can come and sell your FTC BEP20, right? After you connect the wallet, you can just sell that for USDT, right? So for example, 0.03 is $11.76. One thing I also urge is everyone who is mining, as much as we love to hold the coins, you have two options. Remember, majority of what you're already mining, it's being held till the end of the 180 days till it's released. Why not take profit? Not financial advice, but why not take profit? Or you can use your profit to go into the liquidity pool on PancakeSwap and make more profit on top of your profit, using house money to make more house money. That is the options that is around, and that is why we are encouraging everyone in the team to at least lock in the liquidity, because even if you just lock in now with 0.1, what you're doing is that every time you make 0.1, you can just add it. If you have some USDT, pair it, and then add it and keep adding and keep growing your portfolio, because by the end of the 180 days, the price will be well over the thousands. And you would have, imagine 67 coins at $1,000 right now is $67,000. And it's not even 1 month. You're telling me that I would have made 67% return if I was able to cash out at $1,000. So what happens when the price is at $10,000? That's going to be $670,000. 6.7x return. I don't mind waiting a year for the price to be 10,000, because then I'll have hundreds of coins. Hundreds of coins. That is the importance of mining. So if you're mining, it doesn't really matter how much you're mining. Just have a goal, have a target. Okay, I'm gonna wait till this price. So because I want this price, I would extract and I would move it into liquidity for the next maybe XY months, and then I'll do what I want to do with it as I please. Everyone has their own target goals or their own, own advice they give themselves financially. I'm not the one to definitely do that, but these are the options we have, right? So the next thing I believe we want to discuss outside of this is looking at the future roadmap and what's coming, right? Because this is very important. This is very crucial to the growth of FTC. Okay, I think I need to cover how to transfer. That's the next one. So if you have FTC Fin and you want to send it to someone, you only click on transfer. They are going to send you their receiving address, which would be just like if you copied yours, it will start in an F. All FinTOC FinChain addresses start with an F, and then the BEP20 address starts with a 0x, right? So just make sure to know what the difference is. So if you want to send someone Fin, they would copy the Fin address, and then they would give you that, and then you can send them the Fin, or they can send you the Fin, right? By clicking on transfer, pasting the address, and typing the amount. You can transfer as little as you have. Like the gas fee is 0.0000036. Like I don't even think if you're mining $10 in vouchers in nodes, you're probably making more than 0. All of this per day. So this is like almost nothing, the gas fee. That is how cheap the fees on FinTOC are. So when you talk about cross-chain and the ability for people to exchange BTC for FTC, then to Ethereum, and not having to pay large amounts in fees, that is one utility that has been created for us and for the entire crypto space for this one coin called FTC. The next utility is the liquidity mining. We have a community. Let's look at the wallet so far. So when they started everything, it started from 0 wallets. So far, 18.8 million wallets over the last 12 days. 12 days are holding FTC. These are the active people so far. Show me a project that can show you 18 million wallets in 10 days. In fact, in 6 months, they can't even show 1 million wallets. That is the power of this community. What is going to happen when everyone starts to really dive into the ecosystem, begins to take advantage of holding the coin, buying the coin, take advantage of trading the coin, take advantage of preparing for the lending coming out at the end of July, taking advantage of the liquidity mining to earn. This coin is going to do numbers. Do not wait for the last hour. Make your due diligence, do your research, but be willing to move with the time and the season, because timing is everything, right? So now let me quickly go into the roadmap and the features. So we spoke about this, right? All unused cash vouchers, all used, will be refunded, right? So everyone, you know what to do. It's a lot of different information out there as to what to do, but my suggestion is hold 0.1 FTC inside of your thin chain. Now, if you're a mining, you don't have to buy it. If you're mining and you're producing enough, maybe 0. something per day, maybe 0.01 that you're able to extract. Remember, what is actually released mining is what's important. So if you look at it, you say, maybe in 30 days I'll have 0.1, then fine, just wait for 30 days, but just hold it in your wallet. Because I believe this whole refunding thing is going to be somewhere at the end of the year, or maybe in the beginning of next year, middle of next year. We'll have confirmation from Mr. Derek, who will be joining us on a Zoom call Tuesday, 10 p.m. Eastern. So put that on your calendars, right? Now, what's the next thing? They're saying July 1st week, lending and borrowing on the FinTOC blockchain is coming with a 10% margin for FTC. What does this translate to? It means that 18 million wallets are going to be running. Where are they running to? PancakeSwap, maybe even FinSwap. And what are they trying to do? Buy FTC. So do you understand why providing liquidity early is important? You're literally putting your bucket at the bottom waiting for the rain to pour. They're saying, look, there's a waterfall. It's only dripping some water. It's pouring a little bit. Let's all grab a bucket and go underneath. The bigger your bucket, the bigger your share. And then now all we have to do is sit and wait and let it rain. Let it pour right down on all of us so we can collect these fees from buying and selling and buying and selling and buying and selling every single day. That is why it's important to take advantage of the liquidity in mining if you choose to. Because remember, you already have passive income stream number one, your nodes. Regardless of what you say or do, it's gonna mine. Whether you have $100 voucher, whether you have $1,000 voucher, whether you have $10,000 voucher, and we'll look at the numbers, right? Third quarter of the year, the decentralized exchange, FinX, right? FinX would have already been fully developed. FinX, derivatives exchange. But then we should expect to see FTC. I think FinX is going to launch at the end of July. But we should expect to see FTC trading on Uniswap, trading on SunSwap. Why? It's a cross-chain cryptocurrency. Remember the main chain? It would move on ERC20. It would move on TRC20. It would move on Solana if they wanted to. We are expecting a listing on BINANCE, the centralized exchange. That is why there's a lot of activity being put and focus being put on PancakeSwap, because if you can create noise, traction, stability on the Binance Smart Chain, Binance does not look at projects based on feelings, emotions. They are a business. They are looking at numbers and they all want a piece of the bag. FTC would list, I believe it's already being tracked on 3 different exchange wallets right now. BitKeep is tracking FTC and it will be tradable soon on BitKeep. AVE, Aave.ai, another exchange, already tracking it. It will be listing soon. Many smaller centralized exchange who need the volume would be begging to list FTC. And who's going to benefit from the price action? The miners. Because I don't care if you have $10,000 to buy FTC today. You will have to sell some of your coins to take profit. While somebody mining can sell their coins every week if they care. It doesn't even matter. Next week they make again. They can sell it all this week because next week they make it again. And they can sell it all the next week because next week they will make it back again. That's the difference between buying and trading a coin, an asset like even Bitcoin. You can't have all the Bitcoin in your wallet from buying it, but you want to take profit when it goes up. But somebody who's mining it, they can sell all their BTC for this year and go on vacation. And then next year they come back and their wallet is filled and they never have to buy BTC. That's the difference, right? So why would the FTC price go high? We already knew that there were 60 million wallets during the lending. Currently 20 million in 10 days have activated themselves. We can see that it's very possible in the next 180 days, we should be well past over 60 million wallets active again. And each user would need to buy 0.1 FTC to be considered active, especially the new users. They would need to provide liquidity, 0.1 minimum, to be considered active in FinTocch. So from 20 million to 60 million, that's 40 million wallets that they are looking at. all buying 0.1 FTC. That's over 4 million FTC. And who's going to be earning once again? The people with the nodes. Like, it doesn't matter if you buy all the FTC on PancakeSwap, whoever has a node is winning because they had to do it once and never do it again for the next at least 50 plus years of mining. Right? So they're expecting to have 6 million FTC pooled with a limited circulation under 40,000 coins. Now, 50 million USDT has been put down for a buyback. So for those that are good at looking at the charts and all these things and supply and demand and all that, you'd realize that during certain hours of every day, FINTOCH buys back coins that have been sold on PancakeSwap. And they use the coins that they buy back to pay out the compensation plan. So we'll speak about the compensation plan for the liquidity mining on let me call it liquidity pool on PancakeSwap. No longer do we earn from our teams in the nodes. Some of us you already know, already hitting MD, myself and Sarah Julian, many leaders, SVP, ED, all those ranks gone. We are literally starting from zero as far as ranks, right? And congratulations to us. We are already going from GM on our way to VP, right? And we just started this thing like 48 hours ago. It means that a lot of leaders will find themselves back at the levels that they were at. But when I tell you this new compensation plan pays at least 1.8, let me just put it like this, 70% better than the previous compensation plan for the same rank. For the same rank, at about 50 to 70% extra for the same rank. You should be excited if you were building a team or if you're even now getting started and you're looking to build a team because the comp plan is different. They call it FINTOCH 2.0, right? So every single day, FINTOCH is buying back the coins that is they're putting. So this how we'll look at it this way. I have coins, you have coins, right? Also, there's coins on PancakeSwap. Now you sell your coins. So you take money from the liquidity. Let's say you sell 10,000, and then you put in you're throwing in 10 coins, and you take out $10,000, right? So you go home with 10,000. Now FINTOCH is gonna come back and say, "Oh, somebody sold. Well, let me put this 10,000 back and take those 10 coins." That is what you're doing every day. That is why this coin has not been a pump and dump. When we talk about pump and dump, you can see so many other coins. Now, in the beginning, there was no liquidity, so the price action was crazy. We ignore all of that. We are looking at these consistent low and high between $212 to about $1,300, moving between that range because it's a new coin, but it's highly volatile, but it's finding stability because of utility. Remember, we always spoke about the supply and demand that moves the price, but supply and demand without utility can be very dangerous. But what is the utility? People need to hold to be active, one utility. People needed to pay gas fees, second utility. People want to provide to liquidity pool, currently over $15 million staked in PancakeSwap. They want to earn, that is utility. Lending and borrowing is coming in the first to second or third week of July. Millions of dollars is coming into FTC from people who want to do what we were doing before they changed the game. It's coming back. How much FTC do you think people are going to buy? There's people that's going to come in going crazy right now because they have seen the past record of FINTOCH and how well they treated their customers with that ROI system, they're going to come flooding the gates. But we get to be at the basics. Take it all from the bottom all the way to the top. If you provide liquidity, you get to earn from every transaction. And then whenever you feel like you're out, you just take it all out because no one controls PancakeSwap. You and your wallet alone make your decisions. And I think this is a much better deal, even than the prior deal that we had, right? So now this is the distribution for a node creator. You're producing 5.472 coins a day on a monthly basis, 164.16 FTC, but you're only seeing this amount day one, then whatever adds, divide by 180 day two. So basically at the end of the month, you can divide this by 180. That's what you would have been able to withdraw. And then all of this after 180 days, whatever you accumulate month after month. So let's try and do some numbers, right? We want to just do the creator real quick. 164.16. That's by the month. So times 6 months, right? Times 6 months. This is the number of coins. So let's just say FTC is at $1,000 a coin. These are the numbers, people. These are the numbers, and 9.8x, right? So now let's look at the subscriber, right? So, let's start from 10,000. We know some people started their subscription amounts with 10,000. You produce 0.2432 by the day, right? You're not able to extract everything. You're only extracting 0.001, and then it keeps adding in a way of compounding, basically, because every day, whatever adds, you divide by 180. But let's just look at the long-term strategy. 7.296 multiplied by 6 months. Now let's put FTC at $1,000 a coin in 6 months. Now, if I did these numbers wrong, let me do it again, right? Let me just do it again. 7.296, oh yeah. 7.29296 multiplied by 6 months. Okay. Then multiplied by 1,000. 43,776. So 10,000 would have made a profit in 6 months, $40,000. That is a 4.3x. That is not bad. That is not bad, right? So you divide it by 6, for example, and then you divide it by 100, trying to get the percent. That is not bad. That is not bad per month, right? About 72%. That is not bad. That is not bad, people, right? That is not bad. 72% a month. That is not bad, right? So that's what you're looking at just 1,000 per coin. And I'm just being on a low end with this. The coin already hit top 1,200. So for me to say it's at 1,000 in 6 months, with everything we just discussed, from the storm that is coming in the lending, from the liquidity mining pool, even our team alone will generate millions from just trying to get into that pool. The entire ecosystem of 18 million wallets wanting to get into that pool. That is just a low estimation, but I'll leave it as that. So imagine if it was at 10,000, your 10,000 a coin, That's well over $430,000. So now you put in 1,000 in your notes, right? In your notes, we're still talking about the notes because that's what's really important. That's the foundation for everything. Now you're earning 0.02 per day, 0.7296 per month. Multiply that by 6 months. Now, if FTC finds itself at $1,000 a coin, $4,377 you would have generated in 6 months. Not bad. Once again, you get to make this every month. It doesn't stop. Now, let's say you cash all of this. It doesn't matter. And the next month, FTC is at $10,000 a coin. Well, you never lost. Guess what? Because that next month, you still generated 0.7296. And then we just want to multiply that by 10,000. You're up another $7,000. So even if you had sold everything at the end of the 6 months, you still wake up to new coins. Now let's go to the $100 and let's just see how that also looks, right? So $100, we know you're generating 0.07296 per coin, right? Per month. Multiply that by 6 months. And let's be a little bit more generous. Let's just say FTC is at $2,000 a coin in 6 months, right? So right here, $875. That's an 8.7x in 6 months, meaning that you divide that by 6, 145% gain every month if it's at $2,000 per coin. So when they say, what does this node do? You just tell them it makes money. I believe that's a very, very simple way to put it. It makes money. Whether you see it, you choose to see it or not, those that understand numbers can just break it down, right? And that's what we have in front of us. So ladies and gentlemen, let's not feel lost. We're gonna have these training calls. I believe we're bringing the blitz back. If you're excited and you want us to bring the blitz back, drop blitz in the chat right now. Drop blitz in the chat right now. Drop blitz in the chat right now. If you're excited and you want us to bring back the blitz, drop blitz in the chat because we're looking to help everyone create momentum. We have something solid here, people. We already have passive stream number 1. It's done. It's done. We can't do anything about it. It's just gonna print and it's gonna keep printing. But if you choose to get into passive stream number 2, then you're in for the long run, people. That is what we are saying, right? So real quick, let's just wanted to show you what's been going on. So this is one leader that I noticed was in the groups. He posted his earnings. He's a GM. And guess what? This is dollars, so ignore the FTC. This is dollars. GM generated $385 in a day. Okay, so that's how powerful this system is right now. This is how powerful this system is, people. So I just want us to just look at what we have, analyze everything, and take advantage of what's in front of us, because that's what we can do. We can only control what we can, and what we can't, we leave it to God, right? So a GM already making $385 per day, right? management incentive, 1.5 FTC. So you're getting it in FTC. Now, what do? You can decide to trade it for USDT, or you can let your money make you more money inside of the liquidity pool. Why would you not? This is a big incentive to build, because you can do the 50-50 rule. Okay, whatever I make every day, I'll keep half and I'll put half in the pool. I'll keep half, I'll put half in the pool. Next thing you know, 3 months later, you got thousands in that pool, generating hundreds, if not thousands. Right? So, ladies and gentlemen, be excited. I just hope we're able to keep this as short and sweet as possible. Our goal is just to educate and inspire. Now, Sarah Julian is going to come through and break down the compensation plan. But just to understand, what is this LP token? Because it's very, very important. I want to break it down. When you provide liquidity, you're going to get an LP token from PancakeSwap. This is a receipt of ownership. Your send that LP to some wallet. The wallet that has it owns the access and the earnings, right? So that's all it is. That's your receipt. And other than that, that's it. I think she covered how to find your LP token address in case you didn't see it show up in your wallet. What you're gonna do is inside of your wallet that you did the transaction, you provided liquidity, you would click on BNB. When you click on BNB in your wallet, you go into the transactions, click on the contract call where it says you did a smart contract, just click on it, the most recent one, which is the one you did, and you will see on BS Scan your transaction receipt. Now in that transaction receipt, all the way through, you're going to see, let me see. In that transaction receipt, you're going to see your cake, you're going to see cake LP, right? Cake LP, and you want to take advantage of that. As we are on the Zoom, the price is almost at 400. Now, there's one important risk that I want to share with the LP pools, right? Because we want to educate everyone. You want to get in while the price is low. It's for a reason. FTC, as we can see currently, is on an uptrend. If it comes down, it looks like it's doing low lows and higher highs, right? Low lows and higher highs. When you see this in any chart, I'm not a chart guy, but I know when you see this, it just means it's on an uptrend. You know, it's gonna go up.
And yeah, higher lows and higher highs.
Higher lows, exactly. Higher lows and higher highs, right? You see, so once you see that, it's going up, right? And so even if it's coming down, maybe support is here, 350, maybe 340. That's cool, right? You want to get in, and maybe let's just say before it goes past $500, you want to get into this liquidity. If it's above 500, maybe you want to just watch, see if it's going to go down. If it doesn't go down, then just take advantage of it, right? But what you want to do is you do not want to withdraw your coins out of the pool when the price is lower than what you came in with, because then the value would be based on the price, the current price. It's just simple. It's like if you're holding the coin. If I buy a coin at 420, right, and it drops to 360, I'm not going to be mad and say, why they gave me 360? No, the price is 360. So if you decide to pull out or sell, you're not going to get 420. So whatever price you get in, whenever you're extracting everything, let's say you want to leave the pool, just make sure it's around the same price. And if you look at what's going on currently, I believe FTC is only going to go up from here. So anyone getting in now, we are at a good timing is everything. And that's why we are literally about to do a blitz from now to the end of the month, because we want everyone who wants to take advantage of this to do it now, because this is the right time, right? So thank you all. Don't want to keep it too long. Sorry, Julian, the floor is yours. Take us through the comp plan. So as leaders, we can understand what's in front of us. And we'll probably take a few questions after that. I see we already have Mr. David Chandler's hand is up. So some leaders are going to have some questions. Thank you.
And if you're interested in knowing so much more about this, drop money in the chat, guys. Let's blaze it up. Let's blaze it up. Let's blaze it up. Let's get that energy up, because guess what? We are all about to make some amazing, amazing, amazing money here with the FINTOCH liquidity pools, the FINTOCH blockchain, the FINTOCH mining, and the FINTOCH lending, right? It's about to be on, guys. It's about to be on. Now, we know what the previous compensation plan was like, but now basically we are all earning on what is staked in the liquidity pool. So the volume in the liquidity pool, whatever is put in by the persons that you have in your team, that's going to contribute to your earnings, okay? So Kojo was just showing earlier on a picture of what team rewards can look like, right? So let's just start it off first. So now a regular user, which means someone who is not ranked, okay? They will firstly be earning 0.15% of whatever amount of liquidity that persons they have directly referred is earning. Okay, so let's say, for example, or I should say in terms of their volume. So let's say, for example, there's 10,000 in volume on your level 1 times 0.15%, right? Oh my gosh, my throat is just really. So you'll be earning this every day, right? From those. Now it can be more, it can be less, but we're moving into it here. Okay. On the second level, you're going to be earning 0.1% or 10% of the total of what is being held. Now, when you hit GM, this is where it gets very interesting, right? So of course, we need to have 5 directly referred persons who are holding 0.1 FTC in their wallets. Now, they don't necessarily have to have had added liquidity, but as long as they have a minimum of 0.1 FTC in their wallet, they will be counted as a direct, okay? Now, you need also 50,000 in team liquidity holdings, right, in order to earn. So now 50,000, you are now earning 20%, 0.2% of the total team holding amount. So that means 20% of 50,000 here, we're looking at about $100 a day to start out with. Now, Kojo just showed you something earlier on where one GM earned $350 for that day. Most likely, he has already hit that 50,000 and he's somewhere between 50,000 and 150,000. So as the volume continues to grow, that percentage is going to increase, right? It's going to keep increasing every single day, okay? Now, VP is the next. Of course, you're going to need 2 users under you at the GM level, which means 2 people that have 50,000 in volume, and you need a total volume of 150,000 in your entire team. That's the amount of FTC being held in liquidity, right? So 30% of that, or 0.3% of the total earnings, $150,000. If you pull up your calculator, you will see that, hold on guys, you will see that for 150,000 US dollars, guys, you'll be earning, a minimum of $450 just to start with. So this is actually a lot more than it was before. No, before VP was what? 150 to $300 per day, right? Now you're starting off at 450 and you're moving up until you hit the rank of SVP. SVP, now those two VPs, right, are now, those two GMs are now VPs, and you have a team volume of $500,000. Now you're earning 0.4% of the total team liquidity, right? 0.4%. Guys, this literally is over or starting at $2,000 per day, SVP. So if you are a builder in this, on this call right now, definitely SVP is a good first goal, right? Where you can be earning $2,000 per day minimum. And as it keeps on growing, of course, it's gonna grow every day. You know, next day can be 2,500, next day 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 per day. Okay. Now ED, you now have the VPs have now upgraded and promoted to SVP, and you have a team volume of 2 million USDT. Guys, it just gets interesting and interesting. Based on these numbers, you are now earning a minimum at ED of $10,000 a day. Okay, $10,000 a day. Now, previously ED was $1,500 to $5,000 a day. Now it starts at $10,000 a day. Okay, MD. Now your two SVPs are now EDs, and you have a team volume of 6 million USDT being held in the liquidity pools. Now you're earning 0.6% or 60% of the total team holding amount. Guys, this translates to starting at $36,000 a day at MD. Okay, starting at $36,000 a day. Now, of course, when you hit MD, you now have the option of tapping into MD plus, MD plus plus, MD plus plus plus. That means that you have at least 1, 2, or 3 persons who are directly referred under you, as in one of your directs, that is now an MD as well as you. So you will now be earning an additional 0.1%, 0.02%, and 0.03% on top of what you are already making. So guys, literally the new compensation plan is way more profitable than the old compensation plan. And that's why we keep saying that we are in for something totally amazing. We are in for something totally great. So if you have been on with us from the beginning, now is the time to tune in and tap in, get turned on, right? You've gotten this training. Go through the information over and over again. Make sure you understand everything so you can help your team to duplicate what we have taught here on this Zoom. Because once you teach them to duplicate, then it's just gonna go on and on and on and on and snowball, right? It can literally happen so quickly. So guys, this plan is so much easier to earn with and way more profitable to earn from, okay? And that basically covers it with the compensation plan. We're keeping it simple, we're keeping it short, you know, we're keeping it easy to understand. But let's just say whatever amount your team actually stakes in the liquidity mining, this is what determines what you earn. And the great thing about this is that, right, because we are earning, you know, in FTC and in USDT, literally your team volume can skyrocket overnight, right? Especially with the growth of the coin, right? Today you could have, let's say 10,000, and then the coin, you know, goes up. and tomorrow you wake up to that same 10,000 in volume being 20, 30,000, right? Based on the value of the coin. So we are earning not only in a currency that is valuable, but a currency that is continuously increasing in value. And just as Kojo mentioned earlier, just the statistics on the coin so far, the amount of liquidity being held, the amount of wallets that are currently holding these coins, usually in a regular project, it would take them, years and years and years to achieve what FinTOCH FTC has achieved in just 10 days. It is amazing. So we really have something very, very solid here, guys, that can change every single person's on this call and in this team. Cash Rich Society can change your story forever. We are literally at the beginning of a trend that is going to take over the crypto world. So guys, let's go ahead and get it. Let's get that bag. So much ahead of us. So we're going to go ahead and just allow for some questions, about 5 questions before we close out this call. And then we're gonna close it out for tonight, guys. Let's see who is in.
Wow, this was by far one of the best Zoom call training session with Kojo and Sassy. Thank you so much for the great training. As you may notice, guys, the part 1 was in-depth, thorough training by Sassy, doing basically the creating the wallet, funding the wallet, activating the wallet, and by FTC converted and connected to Trust Wallet and so on and so forth, and as well as adding to the liquidity pool and even how to remove from the liquidity pool. And the part 2 was done a great job by Kojo. He was talking about the nodes, the subscription, the new ecosystem, and the one of the good announcement was first week of July, the lending and borrowing would be back again with FTC of 10% margin, and the third quarter of the year, the FINTOCH would be going live. I guess it would be end of July, and this part that I heard and I got like, oh my god, so this is really big news. I guess we are on the path to be listed on Binance based on what they explained. It's a kind of an expectation to be listed on Binance. And then lastly, the part 3, it was done by Sassy. She was going through the compensation plan, the new compensation plan based on the the liquidity pool and the FTCs. This was a great session. I hope you like it. If you like this content, please hit the like button. Thank you all for watching. Please go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click the ring bell to notify when I upload a new video and talk about some other opportunities. It's a pleasure to be able to bring incredible platforms to you guys to help you guys to increase your portfolios diversified and earn potentially additional stream of income. Thank you so much again. And by the way, I have the link of my Telegram channel. If you like to be part of my Telegram Telegram group, the link is down below in the comment section. You could be part of it. We're talking about some other platforms, and as well as if you want to be part of this FinTOCH, the link is down below. You could start your journey over here. Again, do your own due diligence and investigation research about any platform. Nothing on my channel is a financial advice, but by far FinTOCH is one of my favorite platforms that I'm participating in. Thank you so much, and see you at the top.